Hey, welcome back to the Big Rant Show. As always, thank you for joining me. If you could, hit that subscribe button down below and let's get right to it. Now, in Southeast Asia, there's a little tiny nation or kingdom. It's a Muslim majority nation where they have implemented Sharia law. And they've implemented it to the point that now they want to murder you if you've committed adultery or if you happen to be born gay. Many people like George Clooney and other celebrities have spoken out from around the globe against this. But they started this movement towards these kind of laws back in 2013 when hardly anybody was doing anything to stop them. This kind of radicalism has got to stop. This is the problem we have in this world, is radicalism. This extremist view that you have to force your religion on everybody. That if others don't follow your religion, they should die. Now, I've spoke to a number of Muslim people that I have met here in the U.S., and they don't hold those same views. They don't support it. They may not support you being gay. They may not be a fan of you committing adultery, but they're not going to murder you for it. But some places are a haven for this kind of crap. These are the places where groups like ISIS and Boko Haram get around and survive and thrive. Is in areas where they're okay with this. Where people don't fight back. Now, I don't care what you think about homosexuality. You can be okay with it. You can disagree with it. You can however you want to see it. But I think most of us can agree that you should not be murdered simply because you were born how you were born. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to be okay with it. But you can live and let live. And there in Brunei, the little tiny kingdom of Brunei, they want to kill you for being who you are. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with this stuff. I don't know if they're actually going to go through with this stuff, but I got a feeling they will. This extreme style of government is not reasonable. You see similar stuff in Saudi Arabia and other Middle Eastern countries. And I guess they can do what they want within their own borders, I suppose, if their people are willing to put up with it. But I don't think it's right. It's morally wrong, one, to kill, to murder people. And I don't care why you're trying to murder them. Just because somebody you wake up and you're like, oh, I don't like gay people, let's kill them. That's not right. That's wrong. If your religion instructs you to murder other people, then you need a new religion. Your religion is evil at that point. But if you support these actions in Brunei, I suggest you move there and go live under them yourself. This is why I believe wholeheartedly in the American institution of separation of church and state. I don't believe church or state should intermingle. I believe the government should be there to protect all citizens, regardless of who they are, regardless of their sexual orientation, their gender identity, or even their marital status. or who they, if they've had an affair. It should be there to protect everybody. Let people have their religion, but let the government take care of everybody else and make sure everybody else has the same freedoms. But this is, to me, is an egregious attack on human rights. All in the name of Islam. What I don't understand is how some places that have a Muslim majority can be peaceful and not be killing people for being different religions or being gay or what have you. But this is gonna invade people's human rights. Everywhere that I have seen an installation of Sharia law has come at the expense of human rights. And I think it's wrong. So I always support separation of church and state, because I don't want somebody with this brand of religion to come in and tell me how I can live. Or how anyone else can live. I don't want religion ruling over my life. And thank God our Constitution forbids it. But this is just despicable. I hope they're condemned on an international stage. I hope the UN, if they're part of it, shuts them down and says we're not gonna work with you. We're not gonna support you. We've got to stand up to this kind of extremism, this kind of radicalism in this world. Because every time you have a place doing this, they become a haven for terrorism against those that don't believe like they do. Not only is it an egregious human rights violation to murder somebody just because you don't like who they love, it leads down a path of horrible human rights abuses. And sure, right now it's adultery and gay people. But soon they'll start demanding that everybody wear burqas. They'll start demanding that women stay inside and can't leave their homes unless accompanied by a male. They won't be able to see doctors because they'll only be able to see female doctors. But females won't be allowed to be doctors because they won't be allowed to go to school. Now, I don't know how it is in Brunei. I don't know how it was before these laws took place. But this kind of extremism must die. I don't know how we beat it, but we must. Anyhow, this has been the Big Ranch Show. I've been your host, Jacob Keck. Please hit me up with some comments down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you down the road.